That means deleting in Nigeria now is very cheap.
It's not cheap now.
It's evidence. That's why his buying value went up now. If not, 5 million.
I feel once that video came out, he should be suspended by the party, suspended by the National Assembly. If possible, expelled by the National Assembly. He should not step his feet into our National Assembly again. That is another problem.
Of course, Wiki has been known as to be a tyrant. Just talks anyhow.
I would agree with that.
So sometimes, it's not a good thing. 2027, people need to still go out and vote. Hopefully, it will count, right? Because they say 99 days for the thief, one day for the owner. But these days, the owner don't take the 1 day journal, but it's fine.
No be small thing. Hello, good afternoon. How are you all doing today? Trust your day is going well. Welcome to another episode of the Fifth Estate Live, where we discuss trending issues, analyzing how they affect our development as individuals and as a society. Of course, I'm your host, Hope Williams. I know a lot of you be wondering, why is she dull today? Man, I'm dull. I'm dull because at some point today I felt like wearing black. I felt if there was a way I can wear black dress, paint my face black, and be working like a robot. Because a lot is going on with our public servants, government officials, politicians. A lot is going on with them. It's like citizens versus public servants, and it's becoming annoying. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. I feel like crying. You're not tell me sorry. The person with me in the studio refused to tell me sorry. That's what I said. I feel like crying. What a life.
It's your turn. Please go through it.
Ah!
Yeah, you'll be fine. Don't worry. You'll be fine.
Well, see, people say we go through a lot. But in this country, we are in a lot. We are in a lot. We are on the same bed. We are sleeping together.
Thanks to our president.
It's not exactly the president.
Okay.
No, but seriously, it's not the president. Like I said, on today's episode of the show, we are discussing the craziness going on with our public servants, and that includes politicians, security operatives, health workers, and all of them. These people are not presidents.
Well, when the head is bad, what do you expect of the tail?
It is not the president. It is so. For instance, just a few days ago, we had the House of Rep member, Honorable Alex Mascot Ikweche. He's a member representing Aba North and South Federal Constituency. The video of him assaulting a boat driver surfaced on the internet, and people had a lot to say. But somebody said something that struck me. The person said, why are we blaming him when we, the masses, we be saying now we be masses, but we would come masses, we do the worst.
Well, yes, we do the worst. And, as humans, when they say power comes with a lot of arrogance, and, that also has a way of showing the other side of us.
Yeah, true.
Some of the people that are even insulting or going around saying different things about the House of Rep member, if you check, by the time you have small money now,
they go do us. Because imagine, I remember one time when we had to go to a general hospital, sometime 7 years ago. We had to go to a general hospital, and then it was the labor ward, and this woman was there. She was screaming. Some persons will tell you that nurses, they are not, it's labor, so they want to give her time to go through the labor pain. But there is nothing as good as showing some level of empathy when you deal with people.
For theirs, in terms of these health guys, I have a friend, a doctor. She will tell you that she don't feel pain as in paying for people anymore.
Wahala today.
And that's because, I mean, she
has seen so much.
You know that
people.
quote that says hospital have seen more genuine cries and all. So
True.
she has seen
a lot of them.
She has seen people being happy. She has seen people. She has also lost some of her patients, and you know. So they get to that point. So when they talk about those health operatives, I really do not. I sometimes understand with them. You know.
Well, that's true. I guess that's why that musician said, "I've seen 9900 got nothing on me."
Apparently. But I mean, on that one, sometimes
that one will pass you guys. That one will pass you.
The one they touch.
If you pass you, because the thing make am one, we can complete 100. Problem day.
Get why?
No, but jokes aside, right? It's disheartening that so every time we complain about dealings in the public space by public servants. For instance, there is always issues on police brutality and assault and all of that. And it seems like the more people complain, the more these guys do what they want to do, right? Now, we're still on that. Sometime 2 weeks or sometime last week, FCT minister.
Okay.
Governor of the FCT minister, Yesomike, was telling there was this video that trended on social media. He was telling residents of the FCT, residents of Abuja, he was saying, "Are you stupid? Who asked you to talk? Is it because I came down to talk to you? Okay, I did pay your salary." Because how can I be paying your salary? And you're asking me who gave me rights to talk to you? Come on.
The thing, of course, Wike has been known as to be a tyrant and, you know, just talks anyhow.
I would agree with that.
So sometimes, it's not a good thing, right? Again, these are still the same people that have made you who you are by voting you to power when he was governor
of River State.
You know, River State, and somehow have had an influence or the other, you know, being the minister of FCT. But you shouldn't look down on people because you are in that space of power, right? But again, like you said, that quote, that comment, the person that made that comment, that if Nigerians, if you are the one, but you know, and that's why I said it is from the head. An average Nigerian, right? The moment he gets into power, the first thing he wants to do is to steal money. Is to also gain enough power to bully, you know, fellow citizens, because it's almost like a screw that has been loosed in the head, because we see this happen. You see House of Rep member doing the same. Imagine you
but why do we blame the government for things we do ourselves?
Look, if you have a good life in terms of, say, cost of living, trying to feed, if you even feed enough for yourself, there are certain things that might not come to mind, right? If you have a good...
But don't you think this is more of a personality thing, or maybe an...
Yes, that's what I said. It's not... Yes, upbringing and personality things are there, right? But also the way the society has been nurtured in terms of how poverty has alleviated people. You first thing, if you ask an average Nigerian on the street, if you get into power, what's the first thing you would do?
I want money.
It's already like
it's
almost like it's an inbuilt thing now.
If
you ask a 14-year-old child that has no idea what even power means, the first thing is, "Oh, I want to make mama rich."
Of course.
I
have a...
And how do you intend to make mama rich if you are not
exactly
going to siphon, you know, money and all of that?
Why? I have a cousin who used to say, Nigeria cannot get better until me to become president.
So you can imagine.
He says it like every time.
You can imagine. So what do you expect of an average Nigerian, or not even an average Nigerian? Look at these guys in power, and you know, power, by the time you are there, you want more power.
Yeah.
The quest for more power.
And the fact that power comes with money, comes with authority,
of course,
and some level of immunity. Because, for instance, the Honorable Alex, he was telling the boat driver, "Do you know who I am?
Who is he?
Do you know who I am? The one that off me. I can make this guy disappear in this country and nothing will happen."
For me, I don't like the fact that court just gave him 500K.
Bello.
For someone that said you will pay 5 million naira to delete you. right? And then you are bailing him out with 500k.
See,
If you can pay 5 million to
someone
delete
who has
somebody,
the
then
mind that the fact
and he
is
didn't
that
say
he
it
knew
in
they
back,
were
oh.
recording him. Oh.
And he said
And he said
do you
record me
get?
very well.
Do you understand? And then you are giving him a 500,000 naira
bail.
This 500,000 is what they spend on the. How much is the snail that he even bought?
Which
Let's even forget how much is the snail? The snail that he bought.
Cost this, yes. How much is the snail?
So
that you are giving him 500k bill.
If you have already said you do 5 million to delete,
Yes,
that means deleting in Nigeria now is very cheap.
It's not cheap now.
For him to, that means the both guy even worth more for him to be spending up to 5 million naira to delete him. Maybe because of the evidence he has, that's why.
He didn't care that this guy was recording him. Like, he saw the guy recording and he said, "Record me very well." So
this
he didn't
is what
care.
money does.
A public servant is telling the citizen, "We voted you into office, and you are telling this young man that I will delete you from this country, and nothing will happen." That is a comma. What is a comma? It's a question mark.
That's why I say I'm not happy with the verdict from the court. 500k, come on.
Well, now on a bail now, the trial starts by next month.
They're supposed to give and try this way, if you move. That do you understand? Because again, you can still go and pay 500k if you want to. I mean, so the 500k, okay, you just drop and say after. If I win, I collect my money back, or maybe even if you go,
big.
Do you understand? Drop something big. That they'll be fine.
Mine was they should have locked him up. I
don't you understand? See, if it was the other way around, they would have locked the guy.
I feel our law in this country, I feel our law do not have certain clauses. Like, why is he? See, I feel once that video came out, he should be suspended by the party, suspended by the National Assembly, if possible, expelled by the National Assembly. He should not step his feet into our National Assembly again. That is another problem. This is our godfatherism too for this country.
I mean,
that is another
if you heard the guy's story, right? He said that by the time the man called Maitama police station, they came to pick him up. That they put him not behind bars though, but behind counter.
Behind the counter.
And so imagine, why didn't they carry the other person? Why is it one person? Then he came later at his own time after wasting the guys
to come and file complaint. See, I don't. This laugh why they laugh bad about my teeth today, because I am trying to make it make sense. No, see, which was why Mr. Macaroni called out His Excellency, former governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike. He called him out on the issue he had with residents of Abuja in Lugbe. And I'll read the tweet. He called him out on Twitter. He said, "Dear at Governor Wike, you are a public servant." He wrote the public servant in capital letter.
Yes, of course.
In caps. So that you're going to say...
What's the difference between him and the other civil servant or public servant? It's just that he's heading a particular... When you said he wrote a tweet to His Excellency, I was going to say, I mean, why the Excellency? But then...
Well, what can we say? We still the add title for their names.
And it's all those Excellency and not Excellency.
Now they give them bragging rights.
Yeah.
I agree. Now they give them bragging rights. So let's continue with the tweet. He said, "You are a public servant. Next time you want to address the citizens who pay your salary, do it with utmost humility and respect. Never go about asking Nigerians if they are stupid. You are not doing anyone a favor by being minister." Then he quoted Wike's statement. He said, "Is it because I came down to talk to you?" And he put LOL. "You must think you are talking to your slaves." Then he now wrote a longer epistle where he said, "Nigerian politicians lack regard for Nigerians, and this is because they have never been accountable to the people. The other day, FCT minister was addressing some Nigerians and he said, 'Are you stupid? Is it because I came down to talk to you? You are a civil servant.'"
A bloody one.
Exactly. What do you mean by, "Is it because I came down to talk to you"? You are talking to the people that pays your salary.
Well,
whatever privilege your office allows you is as a function of your service to the people. You work for the people and not the other way around. Arrogance has no place in public offices. Nigeria is not a private entity. Your duty is to serve. You are not anybody's chairman. And this is fact. Because when I was in secondary school, they are saying democracy is government for the people, of the people, and by the people. But it be like
You know, now
say,
it's now government for the government.
it be like say people don't come up for that equation.
It's now government for the government.
We know that equation again. People know that equation. Because in all honesty, now, if we date back, we had Senator Elisha Abu from who assaulted a woman, I think in 2019, in a toy shop. Like, why would you even lay your hands on anybody as as an individual in a public place? Why would you even lay your hands on anybody? That is outright assault. Then you are a senator, a sitting senator, and you assaulted a woman for what one? We are still talking about that one. We have issues of police harassment and all of that. We have issues, people who have complained about how they are treated in the hospitals, especially government-owned hospitals, which has pushed campaigns on if you go to the hospital and they tell you things like there is no bed space for you to be admitted, or there is this lackadaisical attitude from any nurse, you can file a complaint. And I think because people are beginning to file complaints against them, they are beginning to sit up because they don't know who is who. And with the coming of social media, if you do any nonsense, Insta blog go carry you. So everybody is being careful. Then we now have Yeson Wike. When he was governor, he had asked a traditional ruler, "You dey smoke igbo?"
It is smoke igbo.
That even became a trendy voice on social media for a very long time. And the same him was seen asking residents of the FCT, "Are you stupid? Is it because I came down to talk to you? Who asked you to talk? Come on." And then this one is telling somebody, Honorable Alex is telling somebody, I would delete you and nothing will happen. So all of this begs the question, what is the place of the people in this concept of governance?
You see, your question is very valid, but the problem is, I still go back to economy, right? If everything was good, there will be no need for you to look up to these guys. It's not like you won't look up to them in that sense, right? But then you won't have to always lie on their feet, begging them.
I think we look up to them based
so
on
much, and
to
they
be in their good books.
Good now, and they have to make you poorer. They have to make us poorer,
so that you can always double when you see them,
and then make reference to them. So, but if we do not do that, right? Like this guy has refused to succumb under his authority. That's why he reacted, right?
And he's coming to tender an apology.
He's coming to tender an apology for what?
We don't agree.
For me, once we have a good economy and we are able to, have sustainable income where people don't really need to rely on some of these politicians, that's when they begin to know that they do not have so much influence the way they think they do.
I really think we should do a lot of sensitization in our grassroots. People need
to understand.
It's not going to be
easy.
Yes, I know. But we should, because we cannot continuously have this kind of experience.
If you're going to be doing sensitization, you sensitize with food as well, because person will never chop must do them. It's going to be a lot harder if you do not have, because you can't wake somebody in the morning and say, "Oh, don't go there," because
you know one funny thing for all of this thing, but the funny thing in all of this is that 2027, these people will still come to canvass for votes.
Yeah,
and that is why Two-Face sang, "Another year has come, and now you want my trust once more."
This one now they don't even want it; they will just take it.
They will take it by fire by thunder.
But again, this year, 2027, people need to still go out and vote. Hopefully, it will count. Right? Because they say 99 days for the thief, one day for the owner. But these days, the owner don't take the one day join up, but it's fine. We never can tell.
Wait till we go do. But I think we should review our laws and ensure that public servants and lawmakers and all of them, government officials, are held accountable for a lot of things.
All of these laws are there. It's just that they know that we do not know, first off. Then secondly, they know that, litigation case is very.
I have said it, and I'll keep saying it.
It's not like
as a young Nigerian, if you cannot afford to go out and buy the constitution, the booklets, download the PDF file
That's it.
online. Take your time. It's bulky,
Why
I
do you think
know,
this man is coming to apologize?
because someone
There's
who knows
something
the
there
law is
that is
holding it
holding him.
against him.
Yeah.
So take your time. It's not enough to come on social media and rant. It is against the law. It is against the law. A lot of us, things like cyber crime acts, most of us do not know what the cyber crime act is about. We don't even know what the amended version of it says. We'll just be shouting and shouting online. Take your time, get these materials. They're in your space out there with your phone, with your laptop. You can download the PDF file and read them. It's They are bulky, yes, but if you take time, one step at a time, you will get to understand these things. That way we can be able to hold these guys, hold them accountable for this mayhem they are beginning to unleash in our social space, in our society. Because it is absolutely wrong that you could threaten someone to that point and you say nothing will happen in this country. And then if people from outside hears it, you go be like say Nigeria no get law. But we have very stringent laws in this our country. And a lawmaker is saying, I go delete it to go happen.
Very. And
And he said video me.
it's just because the guy has
Video
evidence,
me.
so his value, his buying value went up. If not, maybe
Which kind told me that?
his evidence. That's why his buying value went up now. If not, 5 million. For those that can pay 5 million, that means he has paid more, lesser than 5 million to wipe
To-
some people that we do not even know. I mean, if we look at it
We
that
need
way,
to dey
anyway.
touchlight some of them. Time don reach. We go dey use better thief man touch. Dey touchlight a lot of them. Because true, something there for the back. Okay, so that is it on today's episode of the Fifth Estate Live. I did not introduce Jackson earlier. So I've been in the studio with Jackson Ode. Yes. Jackson is one of those persons that have personal beef with the government.
I don't have beef with government.
He keeps saying the government has issues with economy and technology.
Very important, they do.
You see, I said it. He keeps saying it, that the government has issues with economy and technology.
I don't think
Though
that conversation is
I
a
partially
conversation for
agree
today,
with
but
you.
then they really do have problems with
I partially agree with you. Partially, you're not 100%.
You are welcome to the crew
To which crew?
that blame the government.
I never follow you join.
But
Now
you're
small
welcome in
thing.
advance.
We still get like 10 steps away.
You are welcome in advance.
You know? So it's been a wonderful time with Jackson, and you too. It's been a wonderful time, and we've been discussing issues with our public servants and how they treat citizens. Yes, and like I said earlier, it is high time we as citizens begin to hold these people accountable for their actions, for their statements, because it is absolutely wrong for a member House of Reps to tell an individual that I will make you disappear and nothing will happen. It places a huge question mark on the things we do in this country with regards to our laws and the implementation and execution of those laws. Till we come your way again next time, don't forget to like and share this video. Also leave a comment in the comment section, and do well to click on the subscribe button and subscribe to our platform, and also click on the notification bell so you're notified whenever we make a post. And follow us on all social media platforms. LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook. Follow us and do have a great day. Bye-bye.